Hello, oh yeah. You got me at the wrong time actually, folks, you know. Well, today is Christmas Eve, and I'm in my house here in Retreat Heights, the Hawk is there, and I'm looking through songs and hymns, would you believe it? And I had a little sip there of the old hearty, but this parchment, you know, is from the Friary. And I'll be down there tonight doing a couple of numbers as you do every year. And this one goes back to 1932. And some of the people in the choir at that time, you wouldn't know, but looking through the numbers, would you believe it? And the songs are still there. I just picked up in the key of C, Silent Night. And that was on the go then. And I'll tell you another one, Good Christians, Men Rejoice, Babe and Born. And the other one, Away in a Manger, etc. Angels we have heard on high. Those hymns are still sweeping the decks out there. Christmas Eve, and many Christmas Eves, good God bless us and save us. But I didn't think, no, I'd be sitting here, you see. I got into a touch of vertigo and I have to try and get through that as well. I'll be seeing Sir Moriarty in a while down the town and we'll probably have a drink. But we'll have a little, I tell you, since I'm here, and if I go wrong, sure, what about it, folks? This is a nice little Christmas hymn, and it's also well known around the world. Phillips Brooks recorded it first, or not recorded because there was no recording actually, but he wrote it, 1868, how about that? Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie, above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears are all the years are met in thee tonight. And I'm going to sing the last verse. There's 4 verses because I actually recorded this and I didn't think there was 4 verses. O holy child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter in. Be born in us today. We hear the Christmas angels the great glad tidings tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel. Now that for my money, I thought that was one of the nice Christmas songs. We'll be doing it tonight in the Friary, as I said. But just leaving down the old things here, and then taking a sip out of this, and we'll see what we come up with. I'm 90. And I've looked back on my life, different things, families, in-laws, outlaws, the whole lot. And you know, mind you, I think I had a good old life. I really do, when I look back on it. I had football, I had music, and I had great friends where we lived down Railway View, St. Francis Terrace, and of course then, in the Crescent Ballroom. I went in there and it was lovely. It was a time, folks, of people going out and they'd have a few bob and they'd pay their money in. And the Crescent was a great ballroom because Mrs. Shine would be in there the wet, windy nights, and you walk in the door and there was a fire, a big fire inside. And she'd say, was it like a cup of tea? Not particularly to me, but to the people coming. And I'd go upstairs. And another feature of the Crescent Ballroom, because now the Midlands probably would have had one as well. Not them all, not them all. When we used to have the slow numbers, the lights would dim and a crystal ball would go around. And you can imagine the crystal ball with the people dancing, like even to Silent Night, Holy Night, etc. You see, and that's the kind of stuff. And then they'd come down, they'd sit down, and they'd go down and they'd have the mineral. Of course, there's no drink inside in the ballrooms then. And then, what else for the Crescent? And then coming back to it, and then other life as well, folks. What can you talk about? What you can talk about? Christmas Day, then same thing, no pubs open, people all in around, family day, and it's still the family day. Now today is, as I said, is Christmas Eve, and well, we'll be hanging around tonight somewhere. But before I do leave you, would I just want to lip and look through this and see what would be acceptable to people out there who know some of this stuff. Now, what do we just see? Oh, dear me. Oh, look at this. Hearty, herald angels ring. What do we see? Oh, I don't know about that now. Away in a manger. That's another one. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Dei. Oh, happy Christmas. God bless everybody.